this is one of those incidents where you don't know if you should laugh or cry. And like this guy, Bret Weinstein, a professor of Evergreen State College, wherever that is, it's somewhere in the States, but don't know in which state, and I don't really care. But anyway, there was a protest against him like a week ago, because there was like some day of absence. Day of absence, which is apparently something that like, is it black people or like people of color and Latino people, they stay away from the campus for one day to show how significant they are. It's some, leftist liberal retard thingy they do. But this year the social justice warriors, they wanted white people to stay away from the campus. And, this professor, Bret Weinstein, he objected to it. He didn't think it was fair. He said it's like an act of oppression. Yeah, it's a show of force and an act of oppression in and of itself. And now he is, of course, called racist. And whatever, and the students, they just went like a crazy mob of animals just shouting at him. This is somebody shot this video of the event, like when the students are around there, and I'll play you this short clip.
Would you like to hear the answer or not?
No.
Okay. You're fucking useless, then. You're not learning anything. Chill.
You're fucking useless. You're not learning anything. I like this guy. He's probably the coolest guy in the whole fucking college. But yeah, he said do you want to hear the answer? And then no. And then they start mooing like animals.
Listen.
Stop telling people of color they're fucking useless. You're useless. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Okay. So that's basically, that's all they can do. They call him racist for basically no reason at all, because he's like a, hard leftist progressive. That's how he describes sort of himself. I don't remember the exact words, but he said progressive, and he said something like, I'm not a Hillary supporter, I'm progressive, or something like that. So at least he seems like a smart leftist, but still I wouldn't have too much compassion with him, because he sort of brought this upon himself. The difference is that he is sort of a rational person, whereas this herd of social justice warriors around him, they are zombie animals, whatever you call them. And of course, Weinstein, Bret Weinstein, it's a Jewish name. He says he's Jewish. In a continued chain of email exchanges with other faculty members essentially calling him out, Weinstein tried to justify his anti-black, I guess it's supposed to be his anti-black attitude, and frankly denials of race-based issues faced by people of color in general, by detailing his European Jewish roots. Many will recognize Weinstein as a German Jewish name. My ancestors were all European Jews, primarily from Russia, Poland, and Ukraine. European Jews, like my ancestors, have faced repeated waves of anti-Semitic persecution stretching back at least as far as the 3rd century BCE. The most recent wave was at its height a mere 25 years before my birth. The Nazis were then at the peak of their final solution to the Jewish question. So, it's it's sort of, the thing is nowadays, POCs, persons of color, they are hijacking the victim mentality from Jews, and they are doing it Jews have been more cunning in their approach in using it, to get pity from people and to guilt them into basically not questioning when Zionists, I'm not saying all Jews do this, but certainly, Israel, Zionism and all of that, and, Talmudic Jews use it to their advantage, that you cannot call them out when they do something immoral or illegal. But now it's sort of like this herd is hijacking the victim mentality, but in a more blatant and aggressive way. So I don't really feel bad for, at least maybe I feel bad for him, seeing the video, at least he is behaving like a decent human being, but I don't think I should feel too much pity for him, because it's basically if you're rearing or raising velociraptors or some other dangerous beast, or you have a lab where you grow zombies, and then surprise surprise, one day those velociraptors or zombies attack you and bite you. Well, yeah, you're the one who made them exist, and well, based on what I've seen, he's the kind of guy who has been rearing these, because he says he's progressive, and of course he's Jewish. Jews usually tend to promote these leftist social justice warrior values, and they are when they promote them, then they easily go overboard, and now he got bitten. So, well, I just hope that both of these social justice warriors and these academic, more intellectual, progressive leftists, they would just destroy each other, and because, well, they are the enemy, because basically these angry mobs, they couldn't have any power if there weren't people sort of like him, and probably even people in higher positions who hadn't allowed them this social power, because they are a dumb mob. At least most people in the mob, they are just angry, emotional, hateful, whereas people who sort of have given them legitimacy, in the media and stuff, they are sort of the masterminds that have allowed this state of affairs to take place. But yeah, I noticed this is sort of funny. This article in Afropunk, I guess is some black supremacist news outlet or whatever. Anyway, it was written by Erin White. There's a asterisk here, a star. I wonder if I can find. Yeah. Erin White is an Atlanta-based writer and Afropunk's editorial and social media assistant. You can follow her on Tumblr or friend her on Facebook. Have a pitch or an inquiry, shoot her an email at erin@afropunk.com. Okay, but yeah, White. It's a white supremacist. How can you be named White? What was this? It was just Bret Weinstein's brother, Eric Weinstein, tweeting, "My brother, biology professor Bret Weinstein, in the crosshairs of a lying mob. You SJWs just targeted the wrong guy. The left eats its own." He sounds sort of cool, he's calling out the SJWs, but I don't know, maybe now that the SJWs are turning on the Jews because they are supposedly too white or something, even though I don't think Jews are really white. But so maybe now the Jews will start turning against the social justice warriors, and I think the Jews will win, and well, I just hope they sort of ate each other out or something.